Helen, can you provide some history and insight into the Joe Yates Pavilion?
I've always loved the Joe Yates Pavilion, and that's the best part of the show. It's probably only 5 times in my whole life that I've missed out on going to the show, and Joe Yates Pavilion's been there all the time.
How did you get into being a poultry breeder?
I grew up on a poultry farm, but that didn't really get me into showing, and I didn't start showing chickens or being involved with poultry showing till I was probably in my 40s. And it was just meeting other people around Darwin, because I was already at the show with the goats and the horses, and people are like, come and have a look at this. And look, I've always loved chickens. I guess it's just in the blood.
What about competition wins? Have you had a lot of success?
I actually have. I've bought nice breeds up from south and hatched them, grew them up and then show them.
Can you tell me what the secrets are, how you prepare poultry for a showing?
Try and keep them clean. And when you wash them, you need to wash them probably at least a week or so before the show, so their feathers all have time to settle back down, and maybe a little bit of oil on their combs.
So they get a do.
They do get a do, sometimes even a blow dry.
Poultry as pets, are they your pets?
Some of them are, yes. I've got a little rooster called Elvis. He's won a couple of prizes at the show, and he's a gorgeous little kid's pet. They're the right size, right attitude.
What's the easiest and best poultry to have in the top end?
It depends on what you're after. Some people want egg, some people want the big birds, and some people don't have the room and they just want the bantams. Everyone's different, everyone likes something a little bit different.
How would you describe a typical chook's personality and characteristic?
You get some that are a bit bossy, and you can see them in the flock, like everyone stands back when they come through. They all have different personalities, I guess, just like people do.
You got anyone in mind for next year's show, the big 70th anniversary?
I have a white Wyandotte rooster that I really, really like, and I've not ever shown before, so depending on what happens in 2021, he might be there. He might be a bit of a contender.
For 69 years, Territorians have come together at the Royal Darwin Show to showcase our talents, skills, culture, history and community. From bantams to Brahmins, scones, succulents and sculptures, to arts, crafts, cooking and everything in between. The Royal Darwin Show is about celebrating the very best of the Territory. Celebrating 69 years as the Territory's oldest and largest community event. It's not too late to enter into this year's virtual Royal Darwin Show. Head to darwinshow.com.au for details. See you next week.